Good news, everybody. I'm still in a job. It's not the best news, however. Let's just say January and February were not good months. Before we go through the absolutely appalling games that we had, I'm going to run you through some of the transfers first, because there's been quite a few. Because there's some players that have left the club, which meant that I had quite a lot of money to spend, so I spent it. The first one out was Ryan Bertrand. He did end up signing for Manchester City for a total fee of £30 million. It's 23 up front, I think. So Bertrand has gone. One that was actually a very good deal for Swansea, Florin Gardos, who's not really played for me. He's gone to Swansea. He's joined Jeremy Pied there for about 300k. His contract was running out and they offered money, so I just kind of went for it. The second fullback to leave, Cedric, gone to Atletico Madrid. How much did he go for in the end? I can't remember. I think his was close to 30 million in with add-ons as well. So both fullbacks have left. A couple more players have gone out on loan as well. Jan Bednarak has gone and Marcus Barnes. Not Giles Barnes. I keep calling him Giles Barnes. His name is Marcus. Set nickname Marcus. All in capital. There we go. I should never forget that now because it will be on the back of his shirt and everything. There's been a total of 4 players that have come in. The first one currently has yet to play for me, but he's reasonably young. Nicholas Fulkrug, I guess. He's coming from Hanover. He's a striker. One of the main reasons why I bought him is because he can play as a target man and somewhat a poacher, so he can fulfill both the roles of the strikers. But he hasn't really played yet, and by hasn't really played, he hasn't played. Give him time. The Cedric replacement, Sebastian Jung. He was the guy who I basically got on a free transfer. Or I would have got on a free transfer if Cedric didn't go this window. I would have got him in the end of the season. He's come in for, I think it was like 1.4 million in the end. 1.3 million I paid for him. So it's Sebastian Jung, who's now going to be our new right back. I forgot to mention Nicholas Fulkrug. He cost about £6.5 million, but it's a mess of a deal. It's spread over years. Another fullback. This time I kind of stuck with my roots of buying young players and playing young players. So I've gone up to Scotland, which is similar to the Southampton-Liverpool. Celtic Southampton is another path that seems to be well trod. Kieran Tierney, he's come in. He's a 19-year-old Scottish fullback. He was reasonably expensive, £7.5 million. I think it's actually like 12 after some time. But Tierney's in. He's a good little signing. He's my first choice left back. The final signing, I'm not going to lie to you, this was a panic buy. This was a huge, huge panic buy. Loic Remy signed from Chelsea for not a lot of money. £2.7 million. His contract was up at the end of the season, so they just wanted to get rid of him. I probably could have got him cheaper than that, but like I said, it was a panic buy. However, look at his stats. He's played 4 games, he scored twice and got 3 assists. Is it really a bad transfer now? That's all the transfers in and out. There you go, there you can see the whole lot there. Let's have a look at the shocking run of results, shall we? So the last episode, I don't even know who we played. Tottenham West Brom, wasn't it? So now, this calendar year, bear in mind, we're on the 4th of March. This calendar year, we've lost to Manchester City, we've lost to Bristol City, we've lost to Tottenham, we've lost to West Brom, we've lost to Watford. I, at this point, decided to arrange a friendly against a team, hoping that we'd get like a decent win there. We drew with Austria Wien in a random mid-season friendly. Let's ignore that. We then lost to Arsenal, we then lost to Manchester United, we then lost to Stoke. It was not a good run of games. So throughout March, what am I talking about? Throughout January and February, we did not win a single game. We did not pick up a single point throughout the entirety of both of those months. We actually only scored 4 goals, and we conceded far too many to count. However, all of a sudden, we play Chelsea, and we win 3-1. If there was ever a game on the list of games that we should be losing, that was one of them, and for some reason, we won 3-1. I do realise, as well, that this episode was supposed to be Chelsea-Brighton. I might have got a bit carried away and played that Chelsea game. So this episode is now going to be Brighton-Burnley. So, hope you enjoy. Big news. Very, very big news. Well, for me at least anyway. Because Southampton announced new youth intake. I have not looked at this. I don't know who's in there, if there's any good, bad, terrible, whatever players. We're going to do that together. We've got every reason to be excited by Oliver Keane, who has the potential to be one of the most gifted players to come through the youth ranks at Southampton Academy in years. Really? And then Matt Hale says he brought in Martin Birch and Grant Corbett. Let's have a look at Keane, shall we? Really? That? Him? This? This is one of the most gifted players to come through the academy in years. He's... For a start, he's a goalkeeper. So this is the full intake. It's not great. Corbett, Birch and Keane are the only good ones. Let's have a look at Corbett. He's a striker. He's 5'11". What is his main ability? His defensive... he's a poacher and a target man. That's not bad. He's got decent determination. So, Grant Corbett, I'm going to keep an eye on him. He's actually on my list of potential. Martin Birch, he's a winger. He's a left winger. I don't play left wingers, so you're going to be playing there most likely. You're right. You need some determination. Kevin Cole nearly flew under the radar. Potentially, he's not that good, but I like the shape. He's good physically, he's good speed. Mentally, he's not great. Can we improve players' mental stats? He's 15. He's 6'1". Jesus. Well, he might get good. Jack Clothier is another one. He's good mentally. He's just not very good at anything else. So maybe if I give him a tutor, someone like a Van Dijk, if he's happy now, Van Dijk might turn him into a better player. I don't know. Yeah, so out of my youth intake, maybe 3 are any good, 4 maybe. It's finally time to play a game. So the last, at the start of this episode, it was literally the moment I finished playing Chelsea. So yeah, we had to go through 2 weeks of international break, essentially. We are at Brighton, at the Amex, or the American Express Community Stadium, where... We're at Brighton. Brighton are 15th. We are 11th. We're not doing too badly. We are on the worst of the middle of the park, really. Man United are now running away with the league a little bit. Unless West Ham can pick up a win, close the gap. West Ham are actually challenging for the title. They are going to get Champions League football at this rate. The starting lineup for Southampton versus Brighton versus Southampton makes more sense. In goal is the usual Fraser Forster. Defence of basically 4 new players. Only one of them's there in real life. Sebastian Jung in right back, Big Wes and Lorenzo Tonelli in centre back, Kieran Tierney in left back, midfield of Mario Lemina, James Ward-Prowse, Oriel Romeu, advanced playmaker Dusan Tadic, and Loic Remy partners Charlie Austin up front because Gabbiadini's injured. I realised why whilst editing the last couple of videos. The reason why we did so badly during January and February is because players like Virgil van Dijk, he was unhappy his transfer was blocked. We had Gabbiadini who was annoyed his transfer was blocked. Romeu transfer was blocked. A lot of these players got unsettled. So they weren't playing very well. If you look at the morale now, everyone's in green. I mean, Big Wes is yellow, morale okay. Van Dijk, his morale was poor, so you're not playing. That's my theory anyway. It's probably complete balderdash. Did I just use the word balderdash? I think I did. Brighton have got some strange players. Specifically Obafemi Martins. What? Why? Why is Obafemi Martins here? Free transfer. He scored 3 goals in 8 games. Okay then. Well, after our victory, let's go. I expect to win. Don't be stressed. No, let's try. Can I fix this? I have faith in you. Yes. Calmly, I've got faith in you as well. You just listen keenly. Everyone, well, the defence looked happier. The signing of Loic Remy, right, when I did it, what went through my brain was, it's either him or Balotelli. They were both available. Remy was cheaper, so Remy was the one that came in. And so far, he's doing all right. Lemina, that wasn't very good, but it's a chance. Well, this has been an exciting half so far. I've had 12 shots and 3 on target. No highlights. No highlights at all. Keep going out there and you can still win. Well, Charlie Austin was motivated. Tadic with a free kick. Tonelli. Oh, Lorenzo Tonelli. His first goal of the season. He's celebrating with all of his teammates. If we can hold on, I'm going to be very happy. Tadic with a free kick on the edge of the area. Tonelli rises above the two defenders, and Matt Ryan really should have saved that. That wasn't very good goalkeeping at all. Now we've got the lead, I don't need to panic. Ward-Prowse crosses it in, like Remy. Comes back to Lamina. Romeu. Romeu's got some space. He's had a shot and it's cleared. Tierney now. Ward-Prowse. Ward-Prowse hits Tonelli, and there's going to be a counter-attack, possibly. There isn't. Austin's coming off for Shane Long. Sure. And Josh Sims can come on, because he's a child. And I need to keep playing the kids. Forster with a goal kick. Tierney. Bobadilla gets it, knocker at. Romeu with the interception. Back to Tierney. Tierney plays it forward. Doesn't get very far. Martins gets out-jumped by Big Wes. Lamina probably went through the back of him there. Doesn't matter. Bobadilla. Tierney with a tackle. Counter-attack. Come on, Shane Long. Shane Long, what are you doing? Ward-Prowse. Sims. Sims is going for a little run. Lamina now. Sims wants it back. Sims is not going to get it back. He's got tackled. This is going all over the place. Izzy Brown. Obafemi Martins, knocker out. He was offside. He's hit the outside of the post. It doesn't matter. That was a bit nervy. Not going to lie. Sims. Sims flicks it on. Shane Long. Through to Sims. And why did you first time that? Josh, calm down. It's going to be the end. We are going to win a game. This has been a long time coming. Sims gets tackled, knocker at. Obafemi Martins. Oh my days. That should have carried on playing. That was a bit unfair on Brighton. It's a 1-0 win. We got the win. I'm happy with that. Assertively. Well done, lads. Well done. People looked happy. Moves us up to 8th. And West Ham also won against Crystal Palace, so they're now 3 points off the top. Up next, we travel to Turf Moor for our second match of the episode. 2 away games today. Hopefully 2 victories. And then, if we win again, that's 3 wins on the spin. Welcome back. It's time for Burnley. I'm not really sure what to make of Burnley because they play a 4-4-2 and we don't do too well against a 4-4-2. The lineup to play against Burnley is actually the same lineup as the last game. So Forster in goal, Jung, Big Wes, Tonelli and Tierney at the back, Lamina, Ward-Prowse and Romeu in midfield, Tadic just behind the strikers, who once again is like Remy and Charlie Austin. On the bench today, Gabbiadini makes his return from injury. He's still not fully fit, so he might play a bit of the game in the second half. And Ben Rothorn, because why the hell not? Like I said, 4-4-2. Burnley play a 4-4-2. They've signed Fabian Delph, who was a player I was actually looking at in the transfer window. He, basically when I looked at him, an hour later he'd signed for Burnley, so I was a little bit too late anyway. Burnley have one of those teams that, on paper, they are very unexciting. Like, there's no one good there. Charlie Taylor. Did they sign him? Have they signed him in real life? Is that a thing that's happened? If it is, well done. Fair play to him. Assertive. Go out there and give the fans their money's worth. They listen keenly. That's enough. Tadic with the corner. It's not a good corner, but Romeu does get it. He's turned and he's scored an absolute belter. An unbelievable strike from Romeu. Looks like he gets the ball just outside the box and does a lovely little spin. So Tadic with the corner. It wasn't the best corner. Romeu with hair. He spun him. And that certainly was not Oriel Romeu-esque. Ward-Prowse, this is in. I knew it. I just bloody knew it. Ward-Prowse does not miss those. Just outside the area, straight in the top corner. Like I said, Ward-Prowse does not miss those free kicks. Not in this game. In real life, he probably does. Barnes flicks on. Ward-Prowse with a header. Defoe. Delph. Plays it forward. Sam Vokes of Southampton. Southampton born, I think? Maybe he's a Southampton fan. I don't know. Jung gets a clip. I wasn't paying attention. They could have scored them for all I knew. Remy gets fouled by Delph. Heaton with a goal kick. Towards Vokes. Delph. Robbie Brady. See what I mean? Their team is just not that exciting. Like when Robbie Brady is one of your best players, your most exciting players, you've got a problem. Forster picks up the ball. That was lucky. Are we going to counter? It looks like we're going for a counter. Or they're going for a counter from our counter. That's just not good. Lowton. Barnes doesn't... Oh, he does get there. Defour. Lowton. What happened? I didn't see what happened. There was just a scramble of players. I think Vokes had a shot. Jung. Big Wes. Jung again. Tonelli. Tierney. Lloyd Remy. Pass it back to Lamina. Lamina threw ball, well, over the top actually, to Charlie Austin. Austin's been tackled by 3 Burnley players, and Burnley can get it clear. Barnes has just taken it round him. Vokes. Barnes again. Barnes is getting pushed back by Tonelli. Tonelli gets the ball in the end. Tadic. Remy. Austin's making a run. So is Jung. Jung's getting up here. Jung's taken on his man. He's crossed it in low and hard. And Charlie Austin has scored. Or was it Tarkowski? It was Charlie Austin. It's 3-0. That was a great assist from Jung. I want to see that. So Jung gets the ball. He just uses his pace. Just uses his pace to get past him. Low and hard. And Charlie Austin, for some reason, put it in the same corner that the goalkeeper was standing in. Doesn't matter, it went in. Half time, 3-0 up away. Keep that going. We've been missing this. Ward-Prowse with the free kick. He's not scoring that one. Big Wes. Big Wes is getting pushed by Brady. Somewhat literally. I know it was a 2-foot tackle. Robbie Brady is straight off. No hesitation from the referee. This one is done, isn't it? This is the end of the game. We've won 3-0. At least 3-0. Tierney with a throw-on. Ward-Prowse. Romeu, who's bossed the midfield. Lamina. Oh, every single midfielder has scored a goal. Lamina, Ward-Prowse, and Romeu all get on the score sheet. How about that? Lamina, he's got acres of space in front of him. Takes it into the gap past Jack Cork. Low and hard. Heaton probably should have saved it. Doesn't matter, it's 4-0. This game is over. You know how I was saying Romeu was bossing the midfield? 9.2. 9.2 for Romeu. Let's bring Ward-Prowse off. He's a little bit knackered. Ben Rowthorne's coming on. What's the worst that can happen? Remy can come off as well. For Manolo Gabbiadini, who will hopefully score a lovely goal to make it 5. This is probably going to be it. It's probably going to be a 4-0 victory against Burnley. Tadic with the ball. Romeu again. He has to get man of the match. Jack Cork gets the ball now for Burnley. Defour. We're just playing down the clock. And there it is. It is all over. 4-0 to Southampton. Player of the match goes to Oriol Romeu. Sebastian Jung was actually not too far behind. I mean, look at that. Look at those numbers. Lloyd Remy was an embarrassment. Assertively, you played well. Why can't you perform like that every match? Shut up, Ben Rowthorne. And with that victory, or those 2 victories, that puts us back into 8th position. We are close. We are close to actually being able to, essentially, Champions League qualification. What I'm going to do next episode, I was going to kind of do Everton, Bournemouth, and then Newcastle, West Ham. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to do just one bumper episode of Palace, Newcastle, and West Ham. West Ham as the final game of the season could either mean, in the best scenario possible, that we end up qualifying for the Champions League, maybe the Europa League. The worst scenario there is West Ham win the Premier League. So either way, that match is very important for someone. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Football Manager 2017. If you did enjoy, if you wouldn't mind clicking that like button, if you want to see more, you can hit the subscribe button, and I will see you next time for the final episode of the first season, where we either qualify for Europe or finish 11th. Who knows?